Hello everyone, and today we will tell you about an episode from the series, Doctor Who 2017. It all starts with a demonstration of a new friend of the Doctor named Billy. He explains to her that the TARDIS can move them absolutely anywhere, with a slight deviation. The Doctor is incredibly happy to start a new adventure. As an experiment, he offers Billy to choose where they will fly, into the future or into the past. Billy answers the future, and the question, why? She replies, "I wonder if it's going to be fun." At this time, on an unknown planet, the girl has completed the standard procedure of pollinating fields, but she is distracted by her sister, asking not to return to the city because they have huge problems with emojis. But she doesn't believe it because one of these robots helped her in her work with the help of many flying drones. Upon returning to the city, she is met by her sister, who does not have a natural smile on her face. She asks the girl to smile too, while at the same time acknowledging that their mother is no more. Like many neighbors, it is obvious that the smile disappears from such news, as can be seen by the emblem on Casey's back. And as soon as 2 tears appear on the smiley, emojis capture it, and a lot of drones turn it into dust. The sister tries to escape, but she also becomes a target for the robot. Having completed the elimination, Emojibots is happy again. After a while, the Doctor and his girlfriend land on this planet. Billy is surprised because she wanted to get to Earth. The Doctor explains that during teleportation, space is slightly distorted. Entering the city, an absolutely lifeless square appears before their eyes. Although this is the first colony of Earth that supposedly discovered a method of maintaining happiness. But they didn't know that emojis were watching them. Going outside, Billy notices flying drones. The Doctor says that thanks to them, residents can do a lot of housework, and most likely they play the role of guards. But even in this case, everything seems rather strange. One of the robots is upset by such a statement, but they're still smiling. And later, the duo starts hearing each other's voices right in their heads. Doctors assume that they were connected to a communication system based on nerve endings. It is at this moment that they are met by a robot. The Doctor says that these robots are actually a remote control, thanks to which the residents controlled the drones. The robot himself happily holds out 2 washers that will help count their emotions. And no matter how they try to figure out what the washing machine is showing, the result is displayed on the back of the device. The Doctor believes that, thanks to this, a person will not be able to influence his mood. But other residents will easily find out how their interlocutor feels, and as soon as Doc attaches the device to his chest, it is instantly transferred to his back. Then the emojis distribute some food, which pleases Billy, and emoji are happy with her. But the Doctor wants to understand, where did all the colonists go? Most likely if there are no people here, but there are robots, then they are preparing a colony for future settlers. Walking around the city, the Doctor still talks about the loss of colonists because robots alone are not enough to run such a city. At the same time, the plants begin to be enriched with calcium. After examining the container with the material, everything falls into place. Lifting the skull, the Doctor plunges into the past, witnessing the destruction of people. From such news, sad faces appear on their washers, which emojis do not like. And as soon as he runs away, Emojibots goes into combat mode. After running through a couple of buildings, they fall into a trap. The Doctor understands that you need to smile, because a smile is not just an external factor. The body will subconsciously make the emblem happy, and the real reason for the elimination is the poor configuration of robots, who were asked to make people happy. And even though they managed to slip past the emojibots, some drones rush after them. Having reached the booth, the Doctor asks the girl to hide until his return, as a full-fledged group of colonists will arrive here very soon. But that doesn't stop Billy from going with him. The Doctor says that all the buildings consist of a lot of drones. We need to find the ship of the first people, and this rusty wall is clearly a ship. It remains to open the door and go inside. There is a whole diagram of the ship. And since there is a connection between them, she will stay here and take him to the engine. However, as soon as the Doctor opens the hatch, all emojis become aggressive. Walking around the ship, Billy comes across a woman with a badge confirming that she is dead. Next to her is a book from the entire history of mankind. It turns out that in the future, the whole world was engulfed in war. Because of this, the planet ceased to be habitable, and this settlement became a new hope. When suddenly a guy calls out to her, and Emojibot sneaks up to the Doctor, but he sends the robot into the abyss. After that, the Doctor turns off the engine and joins the others. The guy says that all the colonists are already here. They are in hibernation capsules, and since then the plan to destroy the city no longer works. The Doctor runs back and repairs the engine. Obviously, this is not enough. You need to come up with a way to deceive Emojibots. Having checked the database of the first people, obviously this woman died first. Moreover, naturally, emotions about the loss of a loved one are already spreading among other residents. The main task of Emojibots is to maintain oxygen and water levels at a high level so that residents are happy. And when they saw how sad the residents were, they started working even harder. Ultimately, this leads to an error in the system. When the Doctor explains what happened here, all the colonists run in with weapons in their hands, wanting to destroy all the robots. After leaving the ship, they notice a boy who is trying to find his mother, seeing that he is about to cry. Billy tries to cheer him up, but the man spoils everything by activating a protective program. This indicates that robots have intelligence. The Doctor takes out the remains of the robot and erases their memory, but now a new problem arises. Robots cannot understand why some people live in their city. Before leaving, the Doctor gives a couple of tips on how to make friends with your new neighbors. Well, the Secret Recap channel was with you. We hope you enjoyed this release. Write about it in the comments. See you very soon. Bye.